All right, howdy y'all. It's day 11, but I'm gonna recap day 10. So I started out at the Wirtz Ditch area, the Tennessee Creek, I think, and did 17 miles today. Ended up at Rock Creek, which is a pretty nice campsite. One of the more mosquito-y ones. I've been feeling like I've been pretty lucky with this one, but last evening when I went out to take care of some business, you're kind of in a vulnerable position, and there were mosquitoes hovering around me all over, and I thought for sure I was going to get one on the butt, a bite on the butt, but be scratching my butt all down the trail today. But fortunately, either I'm not reacting to one or they didn't get one. I've noticed the mosquitoes here just don't seem to be super aggressive like they sometimes can be in Texas. So, knock on wood. Let's see. So, most of the day was spent, or a good portion of the day was spent in the Holy Cross wilderness. And it seems like wilderness means trails that go up and down and are really rocky and really steep. Because that's what I experienced in the Lost Creek wilderness, and it was the same thing here. So pretty tiring, but beautiful. It's, just the woods and stuff were beautiful. The views when you got up and could see some were nice, were really pretty. So it was really nice. I didn't see a lot of hikers for a while, and then I saw some day hikers. I stopped for lunch by a little creek, which was nice, except there were a lot of flies. But they landed on me, but they weren't bothering me. They didn't bite me, so that was good. But it was a little bit of an annoyance. Had my traditional tortillas with peanut butter for lunch and some Fritos. And then I think I followed it with some Snickers or something. Anyway, so pretty tasty. This is a little sketchy. And then I got passed by two couples that seem to be through hikers. One I know for sure because it was gnarly and photo op from the previous night. We were at the same campsite. They're really nice. And then another couple that I haven't met. And I passed them later. They were camping earlier because it was starting to look a little rainy, so I'm guessing they stopped for that. Okay, hold on. It's just a little bit, sliding, not fun to go into the trees if you slip. Sometimes this stuff can be a little bit like ball bearings with loose gravel on top of harder packed dirt. And can be a little slick. But this is good now. Let's see, so past that couple. Other than that, when I got to the campsite, there was nobody there. It was early. I think I got there around 4, and it started to rain a little. So I kind of hunkered down on a log with my rain jacket on, covered my pack up with my ground cloth, my Tyvek, to just kind of keep things from getting too wet, and tried to figure out if I wanted to go on. There wasn't anything very close that looked like a good camping. And it looked like 4 miles away, and I really didn't want to walk that far. And I don't have to rush. I've only got like 14 miles left to Twin Lakes, where I'm going to go either today or tomorrow, depending on what time I get close, or I think I can get there, because I do want to try to do, yet again, laundry and take a shower. That will take time, and I don't know if things will be open, and I need to resupply for going into the Collegiate Mountain ranges. I'm planning on doing Collegiate West, which is a little hillier, more above tree line. So that'll be fun with afternoon thunderstorms. I'll have to try to really get up early. And yesterday I did get on the trail by 6:15, and I'll need to make sure I do that, or even earlier. Like me even hike in the dark with a headlamp for a while when I'm in the Collegiates. And maybe in a lot of places kind of from here on out. Because there's a lot of high passes that you want to make sure you're well on your way by noon or so down in the tree line. So to avoid storms, afternoon storms. So started early, finished early, set up camp. It was raining, like as soon as I got my tent up. I mean, it was raining when I got there, but then it was a little bit of a lull. And then it was raining when I set up my tent. And so I tried the ability where, like this tent, you can set up the outer rain fly, and then you can get under it, and you're free from the rain, and you can set up the rest, the inner, mosquito netting and stuff. And so I tried that, even though it wasn't raining that hard, just to see what it would be like if it were really coming down. And it's definitely doable. It's tight, and with your backpack in there and everything else, but it's doable. So it was a good experiment. Other than that, oh yeah, of course, when I started cooking, there was a lull. Yeah, I kind of had to spend a little time just in my tent while it was raining. I didn't want to get out there and cook in the wet. There was a lull. I popped out, did aforementioned business, started cooking. It did rain, of course, right when my dinner was ready. So I did kind of eat in the rain. I didn't want to go eat in my tent. It's not a good practice from a bear perspective. Although it's pretty interesting how a lot of the other thru hikers do. I mean, they just break all the rules around food and managing bears. So, excuse me. So far no bears, but you just never know. Let's see. And then I got into, did a little texting, did some research on what was coming up, trying to plan a little. I do think I want to go to Buena Vista and probably do at least one night. I might take a 0 there. My legs feel fairly tired, especially in the mornings. They usually initially tired and they get going. And maybe that's what's happening, but it seems like it's a lot longer to get them warmed up and going. But I could probably use the break because I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's 150 miles now. Yeah, it's got to be. So woo. So I'll probably stop short at Twin Lakes, camp there, and then go in the next day, most likely. But we'll see. All right, it's getting a little hilly. Better stop. All right, bye.